get these kids in school and get as many as possible into college and help them become successful adults and help them support their families here and their community. It's like that's what I felt my mission is to help the single mothers, not to struggle as much as they were struggling, give them jobs. If anybody wants to help a single mother, it's $50 a month to support a single mother. We're going to start to need more women supported because we're going to be opening up the recycling center, which I think will probably have at least 5 people working there. So if anybody wants to help sponsor a single mother for a job, $50 a month, we'll give them a job. And then that helps our organization. Thanks, Mary. But that's it, it's like, even with all the sponsors, I still pay for Kim's salary. I still pay for Braves. I still pay for Angela and the guards and the this and that. Hopefully the lodges will get going soon so that, that'll cover the guards and the farm expenses. Oh, Kim's picking up the chickens. Kim is going to pick up the baby chickens in Lilongwe. He'll bring them tomorrow morning. So that's another thing that's happening here. But yeah, I'm not an organization. It's me and, I don't know what he said. I gave him $100. So I think I gave him $100 so as many can get for $100. Yes, we're going to need workers for the bakery. That's actually first, is for the bakery. I forgot, not the recycling thing. We need at least, probably, I'm thinking at least 4 for the bakery. I forgot about that. That's first. That's before the recycling thing. Oh, I know. Luckily, I'm not in the car with the smell and the noise. God. Ugh. Yeah, bakery is first. Bakery market is first. Then the recycling center. Then the soap factory. Then the vocational schools. But we're on track. I have everything written down. This is exactly what I had in mind. It's all on my 5-year plan, 10-year plan, 20-year plan. I can show you guys. I mean, it's all happening, what I wrote down. And even faster than when I thought it would happen. Because now the lodges are done, except the painting, except the murals. It's only decorative, but the construction of the lodges is complete. There'll be little peepers, little ones, little babies. And he's getting feed as well. Because they were still in the eggs. When he went to pick them up on Friday, they hadn't hatched yet. So we were waiting for them to hatch. Yeah, it's going to be cute. I just got to make sure the dogs are nowhere near them because they'd like to eat them that size. So I got to make sure the dogs are not around. We need a better main gate on the farm. I got to talk to Kim about getting a better gate. See, that's out of my pocket. That's not that's not sponsorship. Every little thing like that, every construction thing is on me, except now the bakery. Wait a minute. Let me see how they're doing. Hold on, let's see. Always next to Mama. He's got to be right next to me. If I leave the house, he's going to leave the house. If I'm in the house, he's going to be right next to me somewhere. And I think the other one is in my bedroom. He likes to sleep in my bedroom. But they're there. I'm not going to go in the room because if I go in the room and he's in there, then I'll wake him up and then let sleeping dogs lie. So I'm not bothering him, but I'm pretty sure he's back there. Did you get that? What does that mean? Did you get that? I know. Yeah, Diana. Yeah, I know. Laugh away. They're not in the bed yet. They haven't gone in the bed. Be right back, folks. I can see. Be right back, folks. Ill and I'm bedridden, for sure they're going to be next to me in the bed. For sure. I've already agreed in my mind. I've already decided that. They're my babies. But now there's 2 of them. Right now there's 2 of them and they're like rolling around the dirt all the time. They're not like just indoor. They walk around a lot. They eat goat shit. I mean, they're pretty dirty dogs. They're not like the cleanest. Yeah. They'd be good. They'd probably be, licking my hand or something. They're not the most affectionate dogs. Like, they will never ever come and sit in my lap. They are not lap dogs at all. But once in a while, if they're feeling really, really nice to me, they'll lick my hand or my arm. That's when, like, that they love you. But it's like once a month, maybe. That's okay. My family's not affectionate, so I know they're related for sure. Because, like, oh, thanks, Tammy. I'll check again in a little while. Maybe it'll just take time for it to come through. Yeah, we're definitely related. One has skin issues. He's always itching and scratching. Definitely related to me. They kind of keep you on a little string, like, you just lick her hand to know that, she should still feed us. It's kind of that sort of thing. But they're great. I love them. Love my puppies. Oh, guess what? Guess what, Dorothy? There's none of that here. None of that. I can get coconut oil the next time I'm in the States. I can get some. I can definitely buy some and bring it with me, but I can't find, there's nothing here, you guys. There's nothing. I'm in literally in a village with, like, they're pretty much huts with dirt floors, grass roofs. Dogs are not supposed to eat avocados. I mean, I could rub it on them, but they're not supposed to eat, so I'd be afraid of them, like, licking their skin or something after the avocados on it. But I might try with, like, just some regular oil. Maybe that'll help to just maybe moisturize. Yeah, I have vinegar. I have some plain vinegar. So wait, so you put it on their skin, or you put it in their food? I thought you applied it topically. Oh, I can add oil to their food. Oh, okay. I was thinking that you put it topically. Okay, so. Got it. Okay, well then, there's no coconut oil here in the village. I can't buy it here. I don't have any. Or the other oil, they just don't sell it. They have one kind of oil here, and it's vegetable oil, and that is it. I have olive oil because I asked Maya to bring some, and I asked Laura to bring some. So I have olive oil, one jar of olive oil from them, but you're saying it just needs to be those other oils, which don't have. Nope. There's only one kind of sugar, and it's this very coarse. It's brown, but it's not like our brown sugar. It's very dry, and it's very coarse, and that's the only. There's no white sugar here. Oh, there's icing. I'm sorry, there is icing sugar. There's powdered sugar. There's powdered sugar, and then this really weird brown sugar, and that's it. Not really. Yeah, not really. And the fish here is not cheap, Diana. It's not cheap because the fish they use to buy things for themselves. So the fish here is not cheap. Benadryl, I think, did Laura leave any? No, she left some calamine lotion, but not Benadryl. No, I don't have any Benadryl. Well, I can't. They have little dried fish. I might be able to get some of those to start giving them. When they were puppies, I gave them that. Oh yeah, but he has little, kind of like little scabby things, like kind of little dried scab things. And it's not terrible, but I'm sure it's uncomfortable for him. He does itch a lot. Yeah. So what do you do for it? Oh, the salmon oil, fish oil. Well, I might be able to, I could start giving them some little dried fish. And they do love fish. Like they ate fish last night. Kim barbecued fish for everyone last night. When we did the fire with the musicians. So we had some leftovers that Angela cooked dinner one night and then Kim cooked dinner another night and then went out to dinner 2 nights. But I made breakfast every morning. And then lunches, I usually just something simple. But anyway, so Kim did fish last night, and the dogs were so happy. Oh my God, they were just loving the leftovers. They were thrilled. Yeah, but then somebody else said that it's not good for long term. I wouldn't put cream or anything on them because they're constantly eating or, licking and biting themselves. So I don't think it's good. Oh, Diana. I missed you guys. That's what Lulu keeps telling me to go on YouTube. I was like, I gotta do TikTok. I miss TikTok. It's just the interaction's so much better, I think. I don't know. It's just more people and more interaction. Yeah, okay. I'll just get the fish and I just boil it and I have a blender and I can blend it with some water and I just cook it for a really, really, really long time. So the bones are soft and then just blend the whole thing. It's not the same. But you can monetize better on YouTube than TikTok. TikTok is not very good at monetization. Oh, power's out. I don't even have Benadryl here. Yeah, I don't even have it, but if anybody does have it, now they're saying it's not good. Yeah, because there's more people on, and more different people that come on here that are new to the live, new to the feed and the program. So it's just, so you get different people. On YouTube, there's new people don't interact really. I mean, maybe once or twice you've seen new people on there, and then the new people that do interact are really shitty. They say really like not nice things. I don't like the people that have been commenting on. They've been really nasty on YouTube. I don't know what the problem is, but then people were reminding me. Well, in the beginning of TikTok, I had people saying some nasty stuff too. So I don't know if maybe you have to get through that. Hello, Wiley. How you doing? So maybe you just have to get through that first, the assholes, and then you get your kind of community, and then it grows from there to people that are nice. So what is it? Why is it different on TikTok for you guys? How is it different for you? And by the way, on YouTube, you can only like once. It'll only show a heart one time. You can keep tapping. It'll have hearts, but it's once. Oh, the screen's bigger. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. But why? Why is it easier? Is it faster? Like when you write something, does it come up faster? Is it slower on YouTube? Because YouTube, it seems to take a while. When I ask people a question, it takes a while to respond. But I'm thinking maybe it's just the person, but maybe it could be the app as well. Yeah, everything's going really well. I gave a grand tour of all the new lodges. We've completed decorating and all the new lodges are ready. We just have one mosquito net that needs to go up in the Grape Lodge, but everything's done. It's all finished. There's always more decorating to do. I mean, that'll be a never-ending project here. Oh, Johnny, you were on here before. Did you leave and then come back? Where'd you go? How could you leave us? And where's Paul, by the way? Speaking of leaving us, Paul is usually around. Where's Paul? Might be sleeping. I think Paul stays awake all night and then sleeps during the day. Yeah, power is out again. Yeah, Henry's not on as much as Paul is. Paul's on more regularly than Henry. Henry pops in much more infrequently than Paul does. Oh, okay. Those two, but it's a lot. Social media is a lot. It really is, you guys. It's a lot. Oh, that's not it. It's a different one. I know. It's just like, all right, Noella, how many apps do you have on your phone? Like how many apps, these kinds of apps, social media apps do you have? that you're on. I only do YouTube and TikTok. I don't even have Facebook anymore. And I don't have Instagram. I had Instagram for maybe a week about 5 years ago, and that was it. Yeah, that's what they're all saying too. So I only have two, just YouTube and TikTok. That's it. I don't do anything else. I can't. It's just too much. I haven't posted my personal Facebook account in maybe, I don't know, 8 months. And even then, it was like, I hadn't posted to that maybe like 6 months before that. So I just figured, you know what? I might as well just close it up and not use it at all because I'm just not on there. Oh, Messenger. I have Messenger, but I don't really count that. I count that as more like communication, not really social media. So I have Messenger and WhatsApp for communication, and then TikTok and YouTube. But it's enough, more than enough. There's always good old email. But it's funny, I still use email. I still email a lot. It's still pretty relevant, I think, emailing people. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm tired. But I love the interaction. Like, that part's addictive even for me because I don't have any interaction here. That's what I was saying earlier, is that I don't have any friends in this village. My English friend moved back to England. Esther died, and that was it. I had 2 friends. Everybody else, they're all in their 20s, and they all work with me on this project, and they're not hanging out with me. And I mean, if I wanted to, I'd go to one of the bars and have a drink and hang out with them, but I don't drink I'm not a drinker. And I went with Ben and Melanie and had 1 cider, and then actually one night I had 2 glasses of wine, and Kim was just like, "You're drinking a second glass of..." He was shocked, you guys. He was really surprised I was having a second glass of wine because I just don't drink. I mean, it's like so rare for me to go out and drink. You know why I don't drink? I'll tell you, mostly, I think it's a waste of money. I'd rather spend my money on other things. So this is my connection to people and conversation. Even though I'm doing the conversing, it's still, I still get questions, and, because I know you're still there and people are saying things. Yeah, even here, drinks are half the price as the States, and it's still like, why am I spending $2.50 on a cider? And in LA, it's probably like $8 in the States for a cider. I could be, putting my money towards something in the program. It's too expensive. They brought 2 bottles with them, and we only drank 1 bottle here at my place. The first night we drank 1 bottle, and then they took the second bottle back with them. We never drank the second bottle. We went out the other nights. One night I had 1 cider that I didn't finish. The next night I had 2 glasses of wine, and I didn't finish the wine. The second glass I didn't finish. And then last night I had I had a soda. I didn't have a drink. I had a soda. Yeah. It's also just seeing such poverty, it's so hard to even just spend money on anything. It's really like that. Remember that burrito, my $20 burrito? I just feel very guilty. And I'm not even at home. I was already I'm so tired of going out. I've partied so much in my life. I'm done. I don't need to be out at a bar, club dancing and what am I socializing for there? I don't want to meet anybody in a bar. There's nobody for me to really talk to or meet. I mean, I don't know the point. I don't see the point. It's not like I'm trying to relax, so I'm, talking to guys and, having a good time. Nah. Don't care. In fact, I don't want to meet anybody. I'm intentionally trying not to meet anybody. And that's all there is to do here. There's nothing else to do. There's no movie theater. There's just bars at the lodges, and then there's a couple other. There are 2 other places that are just bars only, not a restaurant or a hotel or anything, just a bar. There's 2 of those. One of them is like, it wasn't even open the other night. We went to the village. It's the very weird hours now. That's Hiccups. Excuse me, because when the guy died, the owner died, somebody took it over, and they have very sporadic hours that they're open, and so Kim said people stopped going. So no one's even going there anymore. I think that place is a goner, honestly. I don't think it's ever going to be back the way it was. And if it does, like, I told Kim, like, I'm so tempted to buy Hiccups and fix that place up and have that place going as a club, because they made a lot of money there. They do a very good business, or they were when they were open. But since the owner died, nothing at all. But that place needs about $50,000 of refurbishing it at minimum. When I say 50, that's a lot for here. But that money would go fast on that place because it's bad. It does have 2 apartments that could be rented out, so that would be you can make some income from the 2 apartments. But the rest of it, the kitchen was disgusting. Like, after going to the kitchen in the daytime, I was like, oh, I can't believe I ate food from this place. Honestly, it was gross. And finding good help, that is the other problem. And the owner lived there. The guy, he lived upstairs in one of those apartments, so he was always there watching everything. So that's the other problem. Yeah, it's not on the lake side, but it's just on the other, across the street. It's on the main drag. It's a great location. It's between every lodge. I mean, it's a fantastic location, but he didn't do anything. He never fixed it up. He never put more money back into it. So, if you're not constantly putting money back in and fixing things and, redoing things and decorating and changing up something and doing it, it just falls apart. Right? Have them work there. Exactly. It's funny. Well, Raheem is going to need a job. I don't think he's going to make it through school, to be honest. No more pizzas from there. Yeah, I talked to them about it. I actually had a conversation with with the kids in the tutoring program, because none of them passed English. They all failed English. So I had talked to them about other jobs that they could have at Chapazzo, like if we start doing massages maybe, or once we have the bakery or the restaurant or the bar, that they would be employed there. Absolutely. I have no problem giving them jobs. I just wish that they could get through school. And I think they're really going to regret not completing school. That's the thing, It's like, this is their chance to finish school. Mike would be great. He's very personable. He'd be fantastic. I could see him working in a bar very easily. He's only in a 6th grade or 7th grade, but he'd do very well as a bartender for sure. Raheem would do great. Now that he's opened up and speaking more English, he has a speech impediment. Sometimes it's difficult to understand him in Chichewa and English. I thought it was just English, but I found out it's also in Chichewa. It's difficult to understand him. But he would be fantastic. He's very, very funny, very outgoing, has a very silly personality. He'd make a great bartender, but his English still needs to improve more. Yes, yeah, they can go public school. Absolutely. I hope they do. I really hope they do. But for high school, I just don't think that they'd be accepted to any high schools. I don't think they'd be able to really finish their Standard 8 test. It's a major exam. It's very difficult, and that's how they place all the students in high school. Unless you go to private school, but I'm not paying or trying to scrounge up money for a kid who doesn't get into a good high school on their own. To pay. So what happened was, that was for Shamima and for Yasmin. They did not get into high school. They got them into the community school, but they wanted to go to a high school. So the only high school they could go to would be to a private high school. And they were not ready. They were not, I don't know how else to say it. They didn't speak English well enough. And they shouldn't have gone to the private school. That was a waste of money now that I look at it. But I didn't know at the time. Like, I was trying to help them, and they really wanted to go. So you try and do what you can for someone that's really showing an interest in going to school, right? So I was like, okay, well, we'll pay for you to go to private school, but they should have gone to the community school here first for a couple of years to see how they did. And if they did well for their first and second year, then send them to a private school for junior, senior year, right? And really help them bump up their education for the last 2 years. But I don't think the kids that are in the Chapazzo tutoring program, that we have these 4 kids that all failed English, I don't know. Maybe they'll do well, maybe they won't, but I don't see it, really. Considering how they did in my class. And they were like, Fanis was in grade 6, and then the other ones were 7th and 8th grade. They did not apply themselves. So if they're not going to apply themselves in a very easy class, which was my class, very easy. I taught a very, very easy class. And if they're not going to apply, sorry, I got to move to where there's some light. It's really dark. There's no electricity. If they're not going to apply themselves in the Chapazzo tutoring program, now we had students last year that did apply themselves, like Netes and Desolata, and even Selena did well, and she is doing well. They're all placed top in their class this year on their midterms. I think, right, you guys, that their sponsors are here. And they all placed very high. Even Selena did well. I think she was 5th in her class. Yankee gal, oh no, you wouldn't know Selena. I'm sorry, you wouldn't know Selena's. That's Diane Prouder. Yes, the young ones. The 2 younger ones got A's. And it was the same test as the 4 older ones. So Shukrani and Trevor did fantastic. They got 100% on their test. And it was the same exact test. Yep. Oh, Netis, 5th in her class, got A's. Yep. And she was at Chapazzo school last term. And that helped. And I'm so glad, because she didn't even know the alphabet. She didn't even know the alphabet. Not to brag, but I think I did a really good job with those kids. I made sure they had the building blocks, which a lot of them were missing. They kept pushing the kids into another class without them making sure that they knew the subject. Yeah, Tiesa was number 3 in her class last term. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And she just fell apart. And I know why. But Desolata did well. I think Desolata was like up there. Probably, I think top 10 Desolata, which was, and these are kids that were all failing last year. So they went to our tutoring program for the other 2 semesters and then started the grade over again that they were failing. And they're doing great. Upendo's doing much, much better than he was doing. He was failing last year. Upendo's doing great. So I have faith in our tutoring. And if these are kids that just didn't try. They didn't care. They didn't try. They didn't want to. That's basically what it was. They were getting C's and D's on their tests. And then this last test, they all failed. I was like, I'm done with it. That's it. All right. You guys have made your choice. Raheem's been like around really kind of like trying to butter me up and be real friendly, and I'm like, yeah, I love Raheem, you're a great guy, but you're not going to Yanko next year. Unless his sponsor wants to, but he wants to go into 8th grade. He's not even at a 5th grade level in English. Yet he wants to continue. He was in 8th grade because they kept pushing him forward. So he was in 8th grade, he wants to go back to 8th grade, but he's not at that level. Laura assessed him. Laura assessed all the kids. Before she left, she gave them major assessment on their grades and the grade below. And Raheem wasn't even ready for the grade below. He wasn't even ready for 7th grade. His English is so poor. Yep. And she even told me, she said, I spend 2-3 hours every day studying. And that's why she's doing as well as she's doing. That is why she applied herself and the other kids did not. So I ended my classes early. I was like, they're just getting D's and C's and F's. Like, I'm done. I can't do it. It's too much. It's too draining on me to do that for kids that don't care. Now, the 2 little ones, Shukrani and Trevor, excellent. They've gotten A's on every test, 100% on tests. They're rocking it. So I said, now, what would you guys like to do? You've already passed. They've memorized every African country. They know all the countries of Africa and where they are on a map. They know the continents. They know over 300 vocabulary words and 200 verbs they've memorized. They know every part of the body. They know, you guys, you would be so shocked at the test that what I've given them. I've really put the bar up high for these kids. In the beginning, it was not. The beginning, it was low. And then I would every week or every month when I did a new subject, I would kind of Okay, let's do, instead of 2 new words this week, let's do 10 new words this week. Let's do 20 new words. I've kind of up the number of words that they were having to memorize and learn how to spell and know the meaning of. And the younger ones were fine. The younger ones were keeping up. They were having no problem. The older ones were just not applying themselves. They weren't doing the homework and they didn't care. So I just said, you know what? I'm done teaching. I'm tired. You guys aren't caring. And I asked the younger ones, what do you guys want? And they said, we want to watch movies. So you know what I do? I put on English movies for them with subtitles. And every time they don't know a word in the subtitle, they're reading along with the movie, they stop it and they ask them what the word means. And that's how they're learning English, which they need that kind of English learning as well as memorizing vocabulary words, right? They need to hear conversation. They need to be able to understand when the characters are speaking to each other, what they're saying, what the meaning is. They're doing awesome. I don't mind if they watch movies for 2 hours a day. If they're reading, if they're stopping it and asking what the word means, knock yourselves out. They're having a great time. They're loving Chapazzo School right now. Oh, and I know Shukurani's so cute. He's only 10. He's really young. And I said, Shukurani, what do you want to learn now this next session? He said, I want to learn more verbs. So cute. He barely speaks English. I wish I could do his accent. He doesn't speak English very well. I want to learn more verbs. It was so cute, you guys. I wish you guys could see him. These kids are really cute. And he's really applying himself. He's really trying. He's here during lunch and after school. And, it's great to see that. Hey, did I freeze up or are you guys still here? Oh. Hello? A rallying call was started. This is the last term. Oh, hello. Was it frozen or something? Oh, you're good? Okay. So we just did 2 terms. So they failed the first term. There's 3 terms in each year. So they failed the first one, then we took them for the second 2 terms. So normally they would get out of school on the 25th of this month. But because the older kids are just not doing anything and failing and getting D's and whatever, I just said, okay, I'm done with you guys. You failed my class. Let's see how you do in your other classes, and we'll let the sponsors make a decision of what they want to do because they're the ones paying for school. But I'm going to recommend that they go to the public school, that they not continue to sponsor them in a private school. I just don't think they're applying themselves, or that they really care about education that much. To me, it's not worth it for those students. My own personal opinion. Sponsors can do what they want. And we always converse and ask sponsors what do they think and what do they want to do, and always, because they're the ones who are paying for it. So we'll do that. Now the ones, they had a choice to go to Kilimanjaro if they got 65% on all their tests. So obviously Raheem's not doing Kilimanjaro. So now we're really down to 2 kids. So it's just Trevor, who's at Chapazzo tutoring, and Rich, he's number 3 in his class at the public school. At Yanko. He's number 3 at Yanko. He's a great student, very quiet and shy, but he's very studious, very good student. So the 2 of them will be going with me. And I have half the money raised. My mom sent half the money for that trip. She thinks travel's important. So do I. And I think those kids are going to have memory of a lifetime, right? Even if they're, 12 and 14, I think they'll still have memories of it. My nephew has memories of trips that I took him on, and, road trips when he was 14. He remembers. So I don't think it's a waste of money at all. And so that's that, basically. We're all the hiking group, whoever wants to do the 4 boys that have been completing all these different long hikes, they will still be able to do Mount Mulanje, which is one of the we're not doing the highest peak, but it's a big mountain range here in Malawi. So we're going to do that for 4 days. It's a 4-day hike. That's at the end of this month. Kim already spoke to the guy. He's arranging that. It'll be 4 adults and 4 kids. So I think that Angela wants to go. Brave wants to go. So Angela and I will share a room, and then Brave wants to go, and so does Messina's father, who's going to be taking us on hikes over the mountains here. for the next month. He's going to be hiking with us and training with us. So I offered for him to go. But I think it's like $25 for 4 days or something. It's very inexpensive. Very, very inexpensive to do that hike. So I figured that'd be like, payment for him or like a tip for him for taking us, training hikes. He wants to do it really bad. People in the village don't ever get to leave the village or go anywhere or do anything. So I think he's very excited about that. So he'll share a room with Brave. I'll share with Angela. The 4 boys will probably share a room, and that'll be the group, 8 of us. Looking forward to that. That's at the end of the month. Probably on the 26th, I believe. It could be a little bit later, but I want it to be in the last of July, and then really start buckling down for August. August training for Kilimanjaro, because that's going to be a big hike. We still need to get the 2 passports. We got their birth certificates. Or maybe they haven't arrived yet. We're still waiting for them to arrive. And then once the birth certificates arrive, then we'll take them in for passports. And then we're good to go. And that's it. I think it's getting really dark in here. I don't know if you guys can really see me or not. Or if you care that you can see me or not. And that's it. That's it. Lots of updates. Lots of stuff going on. Which there always is and always will be. Luckily nothing horrible or major. So that's always good. So I think I'll just end it here. All right, guys, it was really good. There were a lot of people in the room. I got a lot of likes. It was a good live. Thanks for joining. Thanks for all the gifts. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being a part of this community. Always grateful for people that are here and supporting and just, saying good things about what we're doing. That helps me a lot. It helps a lot to counter the negativity that I get once in a while. So it's always nice to, have people saying how good things look and how they like what we're doing here. So happy 4th to you too. Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Yeah, we're going to go on Saturday. I think Saturday, 6 o'clock, we're going to go up and over the mountain with Messina, is a woman that just started working for me. Her father's going to take us. He lives in the village. He's from the village over the mountain. I guess he's married to her mother, that they live here in Cape Maclear, but he's from a different village over on the other side of the mountain. So that's going to be really great. That'll be interesting. I haven't done a mountain hike in a long time. So looking forward to it. And the weather's been phenomenal. Oh my God, it's been so cool. And for here, it's cool. It's like probably, 68, but it's cold for them, but it's nice for me. I like it. Yeah, so we'll go with the 4 boys and her father. And Angela, I told Angela she had to go. I said, Angela, you're not doing Mount Mulanje unless you can prove that you can do a hike, because I've not seen her do any hikes. There's nothing to eat on the way. They've already told me he said we have to bring all of our own food. He said that we can get drinks over there, but we cannot get anything to eat. So I'll take sandwiches from here. It's 2.5 hours to get there and 2.5 back. It'll be, a day hike. So I'll take some dried fruit. I'll take some bananas. I'll take the sandwiches. And I told the boys to try and bring some snacks if they have them. I have some snack bars that the guests just left here. They left me a few snack bars, so maybe I'll just save those for the hike. I think Messina's digging into them. She's pregnant. I think she's always hungry, so she's been eating the snack. I gotta get those away from her. I'm gonna put them in my backpack now, actually, before they're all gone. We'll save them for the hikers. She has a job. She can buy snacks herself. The kids don't have jobs, except Rich and Mike do, because I pay them for painting. Messina, the woman that just started working here, she's taken over for all the other people. So how many people now have had the job? Oh my God. Sheena, can't think. Sheena, Carol, Grio, and now Messina. She's the 4th one in this job in 2 years. Happy 4th of July, Johnny. You guys eat some hot dogs for me and some potato salad. If Kim, I put olives on my list for him to bring back from the long. If he brings me back black olives, I'm making potato salad. If not, I can't eat potato salad without the black olives in it. So anyway, fingers crossed I get some black olives to make potato salad, but there are no hot dogs here or buns or anything. I have mustard, but that's about it. Anyway, yeah, I make the best potato salad. Seriously, it's the best. It's very simple, but it's really good. If anybody needs a good potato salad recipe. Okay, everyone. DM me. Talk to you later.